what's up? Welcome to my car. So, basically, really hate sitting in front of a camera in front of my window. I feel so awkward and I feel like I have absolutely no personality whatsoever, and I've had absolutely no motivation to sit in front of a camera in front of my window. So, we're gonna do a little college chit-chat thing in my car. I posted on my Instagram and on my Snapchat asking questions that y'all had if you're freshmen, like going into college, or just like questions about college, and I have that on my handy dandy piece of paper right here. So I thought, yeah, let's just drive around, chit chat, maybe spill some tea. You know, we're gonna work with it, and hopefully my phone stays up right here because it's kind of holding on by a thread. Okay, I think the most popular question I got, hold on, there we go, was why did I choose Texas Tech University? And that's actually kind of a funny story. All throughout high school, I hated the idea of Lubbock whatsoever. I didn't know anything about it, like, at all, but like every time that it would come up, I'd be like, oh, I'm never going there, stuff like that. Well, I'm literally going the speed limit, sir. I ended up touring a bunch of schools in Texas, and basically, I wouldn't say hated them all, but just like, it was anticlimactic, and I was just like not fazed. And then started touring some schools in Alabama, and I toured Samford and University of Alabama at Birmingham, and absolutely loved Alabama. And then when we got back, I was like Googling nursing programs because I was originally gonna be a nursing major, and saw that Tech had like one of the best nursing schools in Texas, and so I was like, maybe, okay. So I was like, whatever, like, can't hurt to tour it. Well, anyways, made my way up to Lubbock, fat 5.5 hour drive, and fell in love with it. The people were just amazing, and I really liked how like it didn't feel like a city campus, even though I guess it technically is a city campus. But to me, being from Austin, it did not feel like a city campus at all, which I loved. That's why I did not like UT. And then got to touring around the campus, and I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. My sister thinks it's hideous, but her opinion doesn't matter. Growing at Tech is just so easygoing and laid back, which is what I needed. And yeah, made my way up to Tech as a nursing major, and then ended up switching that after 1 week. But that actually goes on to one of the other questions. Someone asked what my major is. Like I said, I was pre-nursing. It runs in the family, so I kind of was just like, hey, let's do it. This sounds interesting. And then I got into college anatomy, expecting it to be like my high school anatomy class, and it just absolutely was not. And they told us to learn like 300 terms by the first Friday, and that just really scared me. So I had like 3 mental breakdowns, and then went and talked to my advisor, and I switched to human development and family studies. And then this, like at the start of quarantine, I actually added a minor in nutrition. So to answer that question, I'm in human development and family studies with a minor in nutrition. I absolutely love it. Super fun, super fresh. Someone asked what I would tell an incoming freshman, and honestly, there's so much stuff. The biggest thing I would say is drop everything that you went through in high school. So like all of the cliques and being the it girl or the popular football player and stuff like that, drop all of that because nobody cares. It's not important. Like, there's so many people, at least at Tech, there's I think there's like 38,000 kids total, maybe like 40,000, I don't know the exact number, but there's a lot of kids. And so if you think about it, you're gonna have all of those it people from high school, from all of these different high schools in one spot. So if you go in trying to think that like it's like high school. It's not, and you'll just get stuck in this rut and you'll constantly be disappointed and you honestly won't grow as a human being. Just try and get that mentality from high school of like being better than people and being at the top, and just like push that to the side because it really does not matter at the end of the day. Okay, someone asked how to make friends when you first get there. Honestly, I'm not the right person to ask this question. Our school does, like, it's called Welcome Week, and during that week there's so many activities and events around campus that you can go to socialize and like meet new people. I didn't go to any of them because I was like, oh, I already have my friend group, like I'll be fine, I don't need to like branch out right now, I can branch out the rest of the semester. As classes started and stuff, I started to realize like, wait, I'm kind of only hanging out with the exact same people I did in high school. Just say go to those events and whatever your campus puts on for y'all that first week or whenever yours is, just to try and branch out as much as possible, even if you don't make like a ton of friends. And also don't choose friends fast just because you want to make new friends. Like, just be yourself, go to these events, and if you click with someone, great. If you don't, you got to like see a different environment around campus. So there's really no negative towards it. Also, joining Greek life is a big way to make friends. I did not rush freshman year. Goodness gracious. Which I would have. I was planning on it, and then I got convinced otherwise, and I was also sick during Welcome Week, so it was just like a whole bunch of things. But a lot of my friends that I have that are in Greek life talk nonstop about how many friends they made and how it made the transition from high school to college so much easier, which honestly I really wish I could have been a part of that my freshman year, but I'm rushing in the fall of my sophomore year, so that'll be fun. This is a really good one. Is it okay to still not know what you want to do when you get to college? Absolutely. I changed my major. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but apparently I didn't. But one thing that shocked me going into college was in high school they talk about like the broad categories of majors like business, marketing, communications, nursing, pre-med, engineering, like all those big categories. What you don't realize until you like actually get talking to an advisor, there are so many tiny subcategories to each of those that like if like nursing does not appeal to you at all, but you're like, I mean, I kind of want to work in a hospital, like I kind of want to work with this type of people, but like I don't know what I want to do. Talk to your advisor, because there are so many different things that I had no clue existed until I talked to my advisor, and they're there to help you. So like if you go in undeclared, it's not the end of the world whatsoever, because there are so many options and there's a lot of time to decide. Someone asked, did I make friends, did I lose friends, and what's my advice for getting attached to people? For the first two, both. But I went to college with a ton of people from my high school, including like my solid friend group. So at first I did not meet new friends. I kind of just stayed in that bubble. But I ended up branching out, meeting a new friend group, and I did lose some friends, which like, I mean, in the end, you kind of have to think of it of like, what's best for your happiness, and are you becoming a better person? And I think because I branched out, because I met new people, I did become a better person, and that was what was best for me, because staying in that rut of the exact same people just kind of drained me. And they're still great people, like, don't get me wrong. I just needed to branch out and meet new people. And then advice for not getting attached to people. Anyone who knows me knows that I am the worst with getting attached to people. I'm absolutely horrible at it, trying to get better, but Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. If someone walks out of your life, they didn't want to be there in the first place. So I would say don't beat yourself up about trying to like get that person back, because that'll absolutely destroy you. If someone walks out of your life, let them walk, because you deserve better. And that goes on for like boyfriend, girlfriend, like relationship kind of things. If someone walks out of your life, let them. Like, I cannot stress that enough, and I have to keep literally like yelling at myself about that, because I cannot get that through my head. It's gonna be hard no matter what, because if you are the kind of person to get attached and like put your all into things, it's hard to just like, oh, like, yeah, I'm not gonna be attached anymore. Sorry, not me, not I, not getting attached. No, you can't just do that. Keep in the back of your mind that you are worth it and you deserve a friendship or a relationship or whatever that puts in the same amount of effort that you do. And if they don't, they're not worth it. That's period, point blank. Also, I don't know if I said this already. One thing that I keep like telling myself is that if they wanted to, they would. So don't settle for less. Like, never settle for less, because at the end of the day, if someone wants to treat you like a queen, they will. If someone wants to be a good friend, they will. That doesn't have anything to do with you if someone can't treat you the way that you deserve. So, as far as not getting attached to people, just keep thinking like if someone wanted to do it, they would. And it's not that hard. So, hopefully that helps with those attachment issues. If someone has those like I do. But also, jam out to some music. Remind yourself that you're a queen or a king. If a girl broke your heart, really sorry about that. But yeah, just remind yourself that you are worth it. And if someone walks out of your life, let them freaking leave. And if someone wanted to do it, they would. Those are my 3 things. And I'm gonna like need to watch that part like 3 times over so I can get that into my head. My friends are probably laughing at me right now because they're like, Chloe, you should not be giving advice on this. You're the absolute worst with getting attached to people. But we are growing and we are working on it. So, know your worth. Know your worth. That's a big one. I have no clue where this road is taking me either. Someone asked for roommate advice. Well, here's the thing. I did not have the best experience with my first roommate, which there are faults on both sides. I'm not gonna get into it, but it basically blew up in flames, and I ended up moving dorms. So with that, the biggest thing I would say is communication. Like, we're kind of at the age where you have to get over if you're worried about it being awkward or if you're worried about upsetting someone, because when you live in a literal shoebox with someone, you have to have uncomfortable conversations, and if you don't, and you just choose to sit in silence with each other, it will blow up in your face. So, just communicate with your roommate. If y'all are not friends, like, before you're going into college, like if you met them online or it was a random roommate or something like that, get to know them and FaceTime them or meet them in person if you can, and ask the hard questions ahead of time so you run into less issues. Hold on. That scared the crap out of me. I thought I was about to get pulled over. Okay, someone asked what to bring. This is a long one. Okay, last year when I was going or preparing to like buy everything and move to college or whatever, I made a packing list. I'll link that below because it's a lot to get into. Advice for bringing clothes though, at least for tech dorms, the pictures online made them look like as far as storage goes, made it look like we had way less storage than when I got there I realized that I had. Someone asked if I had any funny stories, and I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, snow and ice. That's something that I hadn't seen in a hot second, and never experienced, you know, like the ground actually icing over. Like, I think 2 or 3 times where I was walking to class, you know, in my tennis shoes that have absolutely no traction, just waltzing along, and slipped and fell on my butt multiple times. So just like in the middle of the courtyard. And Tech's a big school, so there's a lot of freaking kids walking around. That was pretty embarrassing. Oh, I ended up like switching dorms halfway through the semester. The last part of like the first semester really was not enjoying, you know, staying in my dorm. Wasn't the most fun experience, and all of my friends that I made were like in the same dorm, and so I would go hang out with them in their dorm, and then I really just got sick and tired of walking back to my dorm and then dealing with that. So my friend Taylor, shout out to you, Taylor, if you're watching this, bought an air mattress one weekend, like for her sister, technically, because her sister was coming to visit, but I ended up sleeping on their floor on an air mattress for like 2.5 weeks. Right, so I think that's all the questions I'm gonna do, just because we're at 38 minutes right now. That's kind of risky, so we're gonna stop right there. But I hope y'all enjoyed a change of scenery. All my 6 subscribers, hope y'all enjoyed that. If you like, you know, the driving videos, if you think I have more personality and I'm not so dry, you know, let me know, so maybe I can just base all of my videos in the car. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I hope that helped freshmen or just like anyone transferring. I don't even know if you have questions about college, wanted to hear some tea. Couldn't really spill a lot of tea because I feel awkward and I'm scared people are gonna attack me. My last video, I told y'all to leave comments, but then I figured out the comment section was turned off. I don't know how to turn it on, so I'll try and figure that out for this video. So if the comment section is on, comment down below, you know, what college you're going to if you're not going to Tech. If you are going to Tech, wreck 'em. I'll see you in the fall. Actually, probably not, because there's so many kids. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I forgot to say that last time. That's super important, because I be getting like 200 or 300 views, but I have like 7 subscribers. So do me a favor and press that button. Just give me a little confidence boost, so I know this is worth my while. So I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope I didn't ramble too much, and I hope this was helpful for anybody with those questions. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.
Lately I've been thinking about taking less. Turn the music up just to ease the stress. Call the homies up just